Hello, and welcome everyone to the channel. Hi, I'm Nicole. If you're new here, this is Organized Chaos Corner, where I help women and non binary small business owners and entrepreneurs, or those who want to start their business, heal from their past, reclaim their power, and organize their lives and minds. This channel is just one of the avenues I do that. I speak on stage, I coach, I do videos on YouTube. I have social media everywhere where I show productivity tips, everything else. I have a planner, the hashtag Goal Crusher. Launch day is September 3rd. Pre-orders open August 16th. So go check it out. It's an all-in-one planner for business owners and entrepreneurs so you can keep everything all in one place and see at a glance that you're making progress towards all of your goals. And if you start slipping and dropping the ball, you will see it instantaneously. It is designed for small business owners and entrepreneurs. It is designed with you in mind so that my design does not clash with how you want to set it up, but it works with your system instead of against you, and it will help you be more productive and efficient without burning out. I also have books out. Well, one book out called This Generational Curse Ends With Me. Go check it out on Amazon and everywhere digital books are sold. I have another book coming out on December 13th this year called Lessons My Trauma Taught Me. It should be up for pre-order right now on Amazon as well. I will have signed copies available for This Generational Curse Ends With Me very, very soon. And as soon as I have copies of Lessons My Trauma Taught Me, I will have that available as well to order signed copies. You can go to my website, organizedchaoscorner.com, and get all of my links. You can find links on my website and go to my link tree to find my services. I offer coaching sessions, training sessions, group sessions. I even just recently opened a transformational package, which is more of a long term solution. So if you would like to work with me, let me know. Today, we are going to go over 2 productivity tools that will help visual people. So let's get started. And again, just like last week, I am using my camera on my phone, but also presenting on my computer. So let's hope it goes as smoothly as it did last week. So let's get started. So today, we are going to go over Kanban boards and the Pomodoro method, 2 productivity tools for visual people. I'm seeing that there is a little bit of a lag, so I will keep an eye on that. Okay, so what is a Kanban board and how can it help you? So a Kanban board is an incredible visual productivity tool that helps when you're planning long term, when you need to get help to break down your goals, when you're working on a larger project that could also involve other people, and when you really want to visually see your progress. Waiting on the next slide here. Here we go. The 2 things that we're going to cover with the Kanban board today is how a Kanban board is typically set up and then how I set it up, because I set my Kanban board up slightly different. And this way it will just give you an example of how you can customize it for yourself and an idea of how you can do it. And it can give you ideas on how you can set it up for you and how it would work best for you. The system that you put in place only continues to work for you if you adapt it to you. So always make sure that your system works for you, not against you. Okay, so a Kanban board is typically set up like this. Usually you have either one giant board that you split into the 3 months, or you have 3 different boards. And then each board or huge section is 1 month, because most businesses plan by the quarter. So if you are wanting to start a small business and you don't plan by the quarter yet, it would probably be a good idea for you to start planning your goals quarterly to get into the rhythm of that, because it does help a lot when you're trying to implement goals that you tasks that you do daily that chip away at your long-term goals. And Kanban board is incredible for that. So when you're setting up your Kanban board, typically for the quarter, you have month 1, month 2, month 3 of the quarter. And then you split up your board. Yes, you can see my mouse. Awesome. You can then split up your board into 3 sections: the do section, the doing section, and the done section. Okay, so after you have it split up, this is what you do. You decide what goals you're going to work on in that 3 month period, and you divide them into 3 months strategically. You got to make sure that they're in order as to the importance of your goals, etc. You know how it works. And you put on post-its. Now, this is another one of those situations where if you're more environmentally friendly or sustainable, you can do one of the acrylic boards on your wall and divide it this way, and then just use marker to write it however best suits you. There are people that also make Kanban boards digitally. So if you want to do it digitally, go for it. I honestly have not done that yet because I'm very visual and need things like up front in my face all the time. If it's another thing on my computer or on my phone that I have to open up to see, it's not going to work for me. So I have command walls in my room slash office. Okay. So you put up the post-its on your board in the do section, and you put up all of the tasks that you want to do in that month. Now, I have a friend that puts personal goals on her Kanban board as well. I primarily do my business goals on my Kanban board, with a few exceptions. I have some larger arching personal goals, like every month. Right now, I have a goal of reading 4 books. Instead of writing 30 different or 4 different post-its and putting it in the month, I put one post-it that says read 4 books. And then I will show you what I do with that in a minute. But that way, like, I'm trying to lose weight right now and get in shape and get stronger. Instead of writing 30 different post-its saying, do this exercise today, I make one post-it that says exercise daily, or Pilates daily, or physical therapy daily, or whatever. And it's that one that I see every day, instead of rewriting it 30 times for that month and then rewriting it 30 times for the next month. So I do have personal goals on my board, but they are the bigger, larger arching goals. I have personal goals in my planner, but my Kanban boards are primarily for my business goals. But you do your Kanban boards how you need to do it. This friend also color codes her uh, post-its depending on the type of task or goal it is. She has one for health goals, one for family goals. She has one for each of her different types of books that she's working on, one color for each of her businesses, etc. I have a color coding system on my Kanban boards, but it is more like, okay, books, this other business, OCC, my personal overarching goals, or admin. That's pretty much the only color coding system I have on my Kanban board, because simple is sometimes better for me. But okay, going back to this. So you put your post-its up here on the do section, and then you slowly work through each one. And as you start working on that task, you move it down to the doing section. And then as you complete that task, you move it down to the done section. This way you can see a visual representation of the movement of your goals from planned, doing, and done. You can see the visual representation of that progress of your goal. And the main goal is to get as many of your goals in the done section by the end of the month as possible. It helps you be more visual about your goals and more intentional with them as well. So this is how I set up my Kanban board. Okay, so I do not have room to put 3 different boards up because I have my office in my bedroom because I live in a small apartment. So pretty much right now, there's only like 2 things in my bedroom that's not in the closet that show that it's a bedroom, and one of them is my bed. But I have command walls, and on one of the walls, I have my Kanban board right next to my calendar. So instead of having 3 big boards or one giant board split into 3, I have one big board that is split into the 3 months. And instead of it being the doing, done section, it is month 1, month 2, and month 3. I have one board for the entire quarter. So that's how I set my Kanban board. But then I also have a small Kanban board on my desk. And I will show you really quick. It's one of those little easel-like boards that you could slip a piece of paper in for like your table at a kiosk or whatever. And I use this on my desk so I can see it right in front of me every single day. And I have it in 2 sections. The bigger section is for this week. So say it's the first month of the quarter. Whatever I'm working on this week, I move to the board on my desk. And then whatever I'm working on today, when I sit down in the morning and I turn my computers on and I open my planner, whatever is on the list for today, I move up to the today section. Now, going back to my overarching personal goals that are on my Kanban board, like exercise daily or read 4 books, I take those when it's that month, I take those post-its and I put it on my Kanban board. But since I'm working on those every single day and I'm looking at those every single day, I just put it on like the corner of my board. So I see it every day and it does not move until that month is done. And then whenever I complete my task, I put it in the jar. That way I can see a visual representation of all the tasks and goals I have completed in that month or quarter or year. I have 2 jars, and you can see this is the one that I filled up for the first 6 months of the year, and this is the one that I have started filling up for Q3. And Q3 and Q4 will go in these. And I have them sitting on my desk as a visual representation of the goals I have already successfully completed, so that it's a visual reminder of I'm kicking ass, I'm going to continue to kick ass. So, like I said before, you can even color code your post-its. You can set this up however best works for you. If you want to set it up vertically instead of horizontally, if you want to set it up in the 3 different boards, uh, if you really want to set up a Kanban board or a Kanban board system for the entire year instead of quarterly, go for it. Do it. I only do by the quarter because there's so many things that change by the quarter for me that I feel like I would have to update the other boards all the time. Just show that in certain goals I am way ahead of schedule, and in certain goals I am way behind schedule. And that's just because, like this year, I completely changed my career priority. And instead of focusing on my fiction indie author platform, I am focusing on OCC. In the first quarter of the year, I was 100% focused, well, like 98% focused on my fiction platform. And now, at the end of Q2, I decided that, okay, I need a change. I need to invest my time into OCC. So everything has changed. So I have my Kanban board for Q3 set up right now. Q2. No, Q3. But I have it set up, but I am going to have to update it this week because my priority has changed. OCC is now my priority. So I need to change all the post-its on it and take down the ones that are for my fiction platform. I'm still working on that platform. I'm still working on that business, but only like 2% of my time is dedicated to that business now. So I need to completely reset my Kanban board. So life happens sometimes, and that's why I only plan my Kanban boards by the quarter because shit changes sometimes, and it saves me time to just do it by the quarter. Plus, if I did it by the year, it would require a bigger wall, and I don't have that accessible at the moment. So I would love to geek out and like do a huge Kanban board wall for the entire year, and then like maybe one board that's sectioned off in like a 5-year plan type of deal. That would be really cool. And my visual spicy mind is like, ooh, that would be awesome. But I don't have the room for that yet. So maybe it's one of those things that'll happen 5 years from now when I'm in a house and I can dedicate a whole wall to it. But this is how Kanban boards can help you visually see the progress of your goals. Okay, so next we're going to go to the Pomodoro method. What is the Pomodoro method and how can it help you? No, it doesn't have anything to do with exercising, but you can use exercising in the Pomodoro method. So I just use this as a visual representation of one of the things Pomodoro method helps me with. Okay, so the Pomodoro method is a way of focusing on a specific task for a specific time period. It is great for building your focus and efficiency. So, okay. If you didn't know, I have the Sprinting for Productivity workbook. The entire workbook are these sprint sheets. It's like 100 different sprint sheets, front and back, in the workbook. So if you want to do the Pomodoro method and you like writing stuff down for the data I'm going to tell you about, you might want to go check out Sprinting for Productivity. It's available on Amazon now. So just a hint. Okay, so this is how you do the Pomodoro method. And this is an example of how you do it, okay? So first you choose a task, and then you set a timer, and you focus on that one task until the timer goes off. And you write down how much of it you accomplished. Remember to take quick breaks in between, and then repeat the process as many times as you want and on as many different types of tasks as you want. Here is an example of how this may be in my sprints book. So, say today I need to create Instagram content for the week. I have 15 different pieces of content I need to make. So I set a 25-minute timer. And for that 25 minutes, I focused entirely on making Instagram content. And when the timer went off, I had accomplished 7 of those 15. So I wrote it down. So then it took a 5-minute break, got me another water, and I came back, set another 25-minute timer, and I was able to accomplish 8 of the 15 and completely finished creating the Instagram content for the week. And then I needed to do my morning emails. There was 14 of them. I set 30-minute timer, and I accomplished 12 of those 14. And then I needed to get ready for a coaching session that I had scheduled. So I gave myself 20 minutes to set up and prep for the coaching session. And I completely finished it. And I wrote in my planner that I finished it ahead of time in that 20 minutes. You can make a note on here if you want, whatever. And then I decide, okay, I have plenty of time before my coaching session. So I want to do a quick clean of my house. I have 4 rooms that really need to be picked up. So I set a 20-minute timer. I got 2 of those 4 rooms done. So one of the incredible things about this is, one, when you set that timer, you entirely focus on the one task. There's no multitasking. You tunnel vision focus on that one task until the timer goes off. And it actually makes you work more efficiently. And you can try to beat your personal best all the time. So, like this, it took me less than the 20 minutes I gave myself to finish prepping for the coaching session. So, next time I'm going to set 15 minutes on my timer and I'm going to see if I could get it done in that amount of time. Quick clean, I got 2 rooms done in 20 minutes, but I still have 2 more rooms to do. So next time, maybe I'll set a 15-minute timer and I'll try to get the other 2 rooms done in that amount of time and just get faster as I go, you know? Another way you can use this is the data. When you write it down and you keep track of it in these spreadsheets, you can get a bunch of data on how long it takes you to do certain tasks or certain types of tasks. So looking here, I can see that it takes me about an hour to get done with all of my Instagram content for the week. So I know next week when I'm planning that I need to schedule an hour to focus on the Instagram content because I know it takes me that hour. I know that my morning emails, I didn't get them all completed in that 30 minutes. So maybe next time I give myself 35 minutes, 40 minutes. And you can use this data for many different things. As I said, I'm an author. Me and a lot of my author friends use the Pomodoro method as sprints for writing and editing. So you can do this with writing and see what your average word per minute typing is. And then you can see how fast you get over time and how you're progressing and getting better as you go. You can do this with so many different types of tasks. You can see how long, so let's say that you're using the sprints and you're working on a big project with a team and everybody is using sprints. You set a timer, everybody works together to do their delegated tasks or assigned tasks for this project. At the end of it, when you finish the project, you can add up how much time it took every person on your team to accomplish this project. So in the future, when you have a project of the same size and you're working as the same team, you can see about how long it's going to take you. And if it's a shorter project, a smaller project, you can see how long it took you to do this one and you can say, okay, we're going to get this done in less than 12 hours or whatever. And it's going to help you be more efficient with your time and continue to be your personal best, but also make your time count for more in the future. These two tools, the Pomodoro method and the Kanban board, has helped me exponentially ever since I discovered them from friends. It has changed my planning and my efficiency so much. I'm not even sugarcoating it or underestimating this at all. Like, it has changed how I operate so fucking much. So, I would love to find out what tools you've used for productivity and what ones you would like me to go over on this channel. My last video last week was a deep dive, and this video was sort of a tutorial. So if there is another productivity tool that you would like me to do a video on, or something you would like me to do a deep dive on, please let me know in the comments below. Feel free to message me or email me and ask. If I can make a longer video from it, I absolutely will. But if it's something that's not going to take that much time, I will make a video on another social media platform and I will send you the link so that you can still get that information. Or better yet, if you would like to learn how to do a certain thing or use a certain productivity tool or something, and you don't really care if it's on a video or not, and you would just rather work with me, you could schedule a session with me. The training sessions are where I teach you on screen step by step how to use certain tools for your business. And then the coaching sessions are where we go over your mental blocks like anxiety, panic attacks, limiting beliefs, self doubt, etc. And I show you different ways that you can get through those blocks. So if you would like to schedule a session with me, you can, or you can, like I said, leave a comment down below and let me know a productivity tool you use or one that you would like me to do a video about that you've been considering using or you heard about but you don't know much about, because I will put in as much information about it as I possibly can and help you decide whether it's for you or not. And just like this, I will show you different ways that you can use it, not just as, okay, these are the 3 ways you can use it, but it gives you ideas on how you can adjust it and adapt it for you and your system. Because you need a system that works for you and not against you. So any tool that you adapt into your system, make sure that you adapt it and adjust it for you. So yeah, let me know down below or contact me. I would love to hear from you. But these 2 tools have helped me exponentially. I can't even. I couldn't undercut this if I tried. I truly believe in both of these tools. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from this. And if you are going to try out the Pomodoro method or the Kanban boards, let me know down below and let me know how it goes. But for now, that's it. And I really appreciate you watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me grow the channel and it helps me know every time you like or subscribe, it helps me know that this is information that you want me to continue to put out and the type of information and videos that you want me to put out. So yeah, please like and subscribe below. Share with your friends. Anybody that needs the information too, share with them. Let them know. And I really appreciate your support and your time. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.